If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month from Fayetteville School is brought to you by State Representative Ron Johnson and Curtis and Son Funeral Home.
We welcome Stephen MacLeroy, who's a sophomore at Fayetteville High School this morning. Stephen's our Star Student of the Month. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you for being with us this morning. And tell us a little bit about yourself, Stephen.
So I'm a sophomore at Fayetteville High School. I'm 15. I'm involved a lot in the community and in the school. My dad's involved with the community as well. That's how I got into it. And Mom's a nurse, and that's pretty much.
Talk about your family and what are the employments for your mom and dad.
Mama works at Greystone Family Medicine on 119. Mm-hmm. And Daddy is Alabama Marine Police.
All right.
So he worked for the state.
Sounds good. You're a sophomore at Fayetteville. How's your year going?
It's going pretty good so far.
Talk about some of the happenings at Fayetteville for you this year.
So we have a news channel at Fayetteville, and this year I'm one of the executive producers. I've been the weatherman for 2.5 or 3 years there, and I became an editor at the end of last year. Key Club, I've done a fundraiser. It was a rummage sale. We done good on that. We raised a little over $700 for that.
What does that money go for?
It goes to Children's Hospital.
Okay, very good.
Sir?
You mentioned some of the happenings that you're involved in at Fayetteville. What about some of the classes that you're taking there?
So I'm in pre-AP Chemistry, pre-AP World History, pre-AP Algebra 2 with Trig, pre-AP English and Spanish 1, and I have a business finance class.
All right, explain the pre-AP. What does that mean?
Okay, so AP is advanced placement, so I'm in the beginning stages of that, basically.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now that's a lot of work to do, isn't it?
Yes, sir, it is.
You mentioned that you are the executive producer of the Daily Howl. What's the Daily Howl?
It's the news channel at our school. We announce events that come up, and we have the weather, and then we do the thought of the day, which is kind of just like a quote we find, inspirational quote, funny quote, something like that. Does that
go to all the students?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We put it on YouTube.
Okay. What is the YouTube address so if people want to watch that, they can?
It's the Daily Howl. Daily Howl, and it has it's a wolf emblem.
Okay. All right. So you can go to YouTube and find that. How'd you get started with an interest in weather?
Okay, so in first grade, my first grade teacher, Miss Maxwell, I went to Childersburg. Mm-hmm. I didn't really want to read, so she gave me a book to read about lightning, and that's how I got interested. Yes, sir.
Wow. So what interest in weather do you have?
I like more of the severe weather aspect, more extreme weather, hurricanes, tornadoes, lightning, stuff like that.
You're not into storm chasing, are you?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's an exciting job, but it's also a very dangerous job as well.
Yes, sir. It is.
And we wish you the best in that.
Thank you.
Now, you've been involved in the past in the marching band and the concert band. You're not doing that this year?
No, sir. I'm not doing that this year.
Now, you're also an amateur radio operator.
Yes,
What's
sir.
that about?
Okay, so ham radio, I got interested in ham radio through my dad and one of his friends, Hub Harvey over at the Shelby County EMA. Mm-hmm. He talked to me about it, and I went and I got licensed. What you do is you talk locally, but you can also talk long distance.
How far have you talked long distance?
The farthest I've talked is I talked somewhere up in Illinois, but I've heard stations a little over 5,500 miles away.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, sir.
Now, do y'all have what they call handles, or do you have names you go by, or what?
We have call signs that are issued by the FCC.
Okay. All right. Now, how long you been doing that?
I got licensed in March.
All right. Stephen MacLeroy, our Star Student of the Month. He's a sophomore at Fayetteville High School. And who are some folks in the school, as far as teachers are concerned, that's kind of made a difference in your life so far?
Definitely Miss Chaplin, because she's a little bit tougher on her grading, so it's helping me a lot get prepared. And Coach Reed, he's helped me too this year. The way he grades and the way he teaches is different and makes you kind of think different ways. So that's helped me this year.
Now, do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, sir. I have 3 brothers.
Are they older or younger?
Older.
Oh, boy.
They've all graduated.
It's left up to you now.
Yes, sir.
He's the SGA president at Fayetteville School. We're talking with Stephen MacLeroy, sophomore. He's our Star Student of the Month. And Stephen, what are some things that you kind of looking to do or maybe have done in community events there at Fayetteville?
Well, my dad is in the fire department down there, Lake Lake Fire Department, and I'm a junior member there, so I go and I'll train with them and I help them do stuff. And I'm also a junior member in the Childersburg Rescue Squad, so I go there, go to the meetings, and kind of help out where I can. And we had First Responder Day down at Fayetteville, and we landed Lifesaver, and we just invited the community to come out and meet us. And I've been to that rummage sale, and that's what I've done so far this year.
So you're really into helping people.
Yes, sir.
And helping keep people safe.
Yes, sir.
That's a nice hat to wear right there, and we applaud you for that. You like to garden? You like gardening?
No, sir.
Why does it say that on here? Is that gardening with the church? What church you go to?
Oh, I was with one of my friends' church. I was at my friend's church, and we went out to the community garden there in Sylacauga.
See, that's helping again.
So, yes, sir.
And they've got their dinner under the stars tonight at the community garden here in Sylacauga. You kind of looked at some stuff you want to do in the future?
Yes, sir. I've narrowed it down to 2 colleges. I either want to go to Mississippi State in Starkville, or I want to go to the University of Oklahoma in Norman.
Okay. Why those 2 schools?
Because they have the 2 best weather programs in the United States.
Yeah. What do you see yourself doing in weather as you progress to job placement and stuff like that?
I'm either going to go into broadcast meteorology, or I'm going to go work at the National Weather Service.
Well, you'll do a great job. We've got connections with the National Weather Service, with the Weather Channel. We've got a couple of guys that worked here that are with the Weather Channel now, as a matter of fact. And so, it's very important that we keep people abreast of local weather conditions. You met James Spann, I guess?
Yes, sir, I have.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He was here in town yesterday. If you have a bumpy road, if there's something that's just bothering you and you just need somebody to talk to and know that they'll be a good listener and give you sound advice, who would that be?
That'd be my friend, Jake guy.
Okay. Now tell me about him.
So he's kind of into weather, just from being my friend, and got him interested in amateur radio as well. But what he's really interested in is astronomy. He plays football, so he's just a good person.
Good buddy, huh?
Yes, sir, he is.
All right, sounds good. Stephen MacLeroy, sophomore at Fayetteville School. What is so special about Fayetteville School and the Fayetteville community to you?
You pretty much know everybody, and you're pretty much friends with everybody, so we're kind of a tight-knit community there at Fayetteville.
All right, let's have some fun this morning, okay?
All right.
Favorite food?
Favorite food? Ooh, Philly cheesesteak at Lord Darling's.
All right. Top notch, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You get yours cut in half, or you just eat it all?
I just eat it all.
Okay. Favorite dessert?
Favorite dessert? Strawberry fluff, I think is what it's called. I can't remember.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie, Twister.
Okay. Oh, tornado movie, right?
Yes, sir.
That's been around a while.
Yes, sir.
Favorite weather person?
Favorite weather person is James Spann.
Okay. Is there a second?
Megan Thomas.
Okay. All right. Well, wish you continued success, Stephen, and thank you for coming by this morning. Stephen MacLeroy, our Star Student of the Month. He's a sophomore at Fayetteville High School. Good to see you, sir. Now look for you on the small screen on television weather in the future.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
More daybreak right after this.
This Star Student of the Month has been brought to you by State Representative Ron Johnson and Curtis and Son Funeral Home. Tune in to Daybreak for your Star Student of the Month.